The message came right after the cake was cut. Locks changed. You have no home. It was from my mother. I just stared at the screen. One line, no punctuation, no warmth. Around me, the party buzzed with clinking glasses and shallow laughter drifting through floral centerpieces. But all I heard was silence. I didn't reply. I smiled instead. 2 days later, their lawyer called me in a panic. We need to fix this urgently. Call immediately. Blood was never thicker than control. I should have known that long ago. The first time I earned more than my brother, my dad stopped meeting my eyes. The first time I questioned my mother's sacrifices, she called it betrayal. So, I learned my role. Good daughter, quiet genius, the one who always said thank you even as they chipped away at me. Then came the will. Grandpa left everything to me, not out of favoritism, but clarity. He saw what they were. He saw me building on my own while they lied, took, and twisted. Before he died, he transferred everything into a trust. No loopholes, no shares, just me, the house I grew up in, his land, the stocks, even the offshore accounts only he and I knew about. They found out after the funeral. Suddenly no one answered my calls. Family dinners vanished. My brother told people I forged the documents. My mother claimed I manipulated a dying man. The last time I visited, she offered me tea in a voice so sweet it almost burned. I left my key on the hallway table. She locked the door behind me, but I didn't fight back, at least not yet. I stayed quiet while they dragged my name through group chats and family gossip. I let them post cryptic Bible verses about greed and dishonor, pretending they'd won. Let them think I was weak, scared, ashamed, because I needed time. I started with Grandpa's old accountant, the man who helped him hide assets for decades. He was loyal to legacy, not blood. He gave me the full map. Properties in 3 countries, accounts in 6 banks, and one old safe deposit box labeled emergency. Then I met with the lawyer, calm, precise. The kind who understood silence was power. We opened the trust. Everything was clean, airtight, final. That's when I made my move. 2 weeks before Mom's birthday party, I filed for full ownership of the family estate, legally mine through the trust but still in Grandpa's name due to paperwork delays. 3 days before the party, I spoke with the property board and completed the transfer. By morning, the title was officially mine. They just didn't know it yet. At the party, I wore gray, neutral, forgettable. No one noticed. No one asked why I looked tired, where I'd been, or what I'd become. They had no idea I'd moved into a penthouse 2 months earlier, that I'd tripled Grandpa's portfolio, that my phone wouldn't stop ringing with offers they couldn't even dream of. To them, I was still the girl they could corner, silence, and dismiss. So when Mom sent that text, "Locks changed, you have no home," I knew it wasn't just cruelty, it was war. She just didn't realize she'd already lost. 2 days later, the lawyer called again, frantic. "The estate," he said. "They tried to put it on the market. New locks, new listing, but the title, it's in your name." I let him panic. "They could face legal consequences," he warned. I took a slow sip of my coffee. "They'll need to vacate immediately." He hesitated. "Are you sure you want to go that route?" "They made that choice for me," I said, and hung up. I didn't need to show up or make a scene. I sent official paperwork instead. No drama, just facts. You've been living on private property you no longer own. You attempted to sell a home that isn't yours. You changed locks illegally. You have 7 days to leave. They called, of course. My brother shouted, called me a traitor. My mother cried, asking how I could do this. She said she was just protecting what was rightfully ours. I answered with one word, exactly. Then I hung up. They left on the 6th day. I had security installed, cameras placed, cleaners brought in. They scrubbed the house spotless. I found boxes in the garage labeled trash. Inside were my old photos. I didn't cry, I just renovated. 3 weeks later, I hosted a private dinner in the same house. 6 seats, real friends, people who had watched me fight this quiet war. As we raised our glasses, another message came from Mom. No subject line, just, "You think you've won? You'll regret this one day." I didn't reply. Instead, I opened the emergency deposit box Grandpa had left me. Inside were old photos, letters, and one checkbook still bearing his signature. On top sat a note in his handwriting. For when they show you who they are, trust yourself. Betrayal doesn't always scream. Sometimes it whispers year after year, wearing your clothes and kissing your cheeks. But silence isn't surrender. Sometimes silence is a blade, and when the moment comes, you don't swing wildly. You strike once, clean, then you walk away.